You gave birth to all the land. You're the backbone of every man. You're my
queen. So I'm back with another video. Here I want to talk today about relationships. As we all know that relationships, they can be wishy-washy. They could be up today, down tomorrow, lopsided, inside out. You just can never tell in relationships. But I truly believe it's what you bring to the table and how you respond in a relationship, whether it's friendship, marriage, being boyfriend and girlfriend. But in my case, I want to talk about being in a relationship while you're married. A lot of times we see people who are married, right? We see them walking around. They look to be happy. They talk like they're happy and things like that. And if we're not careful, we could easily envy their relationship. We have seen so many people on Facebook taking pictures together, going out places together, going on trips together. Every time you turn around, they're doing something together. But you have to understand this, that everybody's going to put their best foot forward. They're going to always make it look really good. They're going to make it seem as if they are having the best time of their life, doing great things and all that. You don't know. And maybe their relationship is good. Maybe they are having the time of their life. But I can guarantee you, it has not always been peaches and cream, honey. It have been some times that they wanted to bite each other's head off. It have been times that they ignored each other. It have been times that they wanted to break up or did break up or do like a separation or just take a break from one another. I am almost certain that they had those moments in that relationship. But you don't know what they had to go through to get where they are right now. And so today we're going to be talking about relationships and not being envious or jealous or feeling some kind of way about other people's relationship because they appear to be doing great. They appear to be doing great. They appear to be doing good. So do not sit back and envy somebody's relationship. Do not sit back and look at them and just and determine that they're doing good because they got a good paying job or they make good money. They have a nice vehicle, wear the finest clothes. Children seem to be well behaved. And everything looks glorious. Everything looks good. But you don't know what's going behind closed doors. Some of the best people, honey, can put the best foot forward and put the best out there and go home and they straight hell raisers. I'm telling you. They will make things look good. And while they're out in the public, they laughing, they're joking, they're smiling at each other, doing all kind of great things. But when they get home, they hardly have conversations. They don't talk to one another. They don't communicate and all those things. And we have to be to a place in our life, we just have to embrace our relationship and not compare our relationship to other people's relationship because it may not be that good. And maybe they may have all that money, may have nice cars, nice clothes. Children may seem to be well behaved. But I can guarantee you they got some thorn in their flesh somewhere else. Maybe some kind of ailment, or maybe somebody in their family may be ill, or maybe his family don't like her, or her family don't like him. You just never know. And we're sitting back judging someone's relationship, but until we have to walk in their shoes, and that's when we realize, oh, I'm good. And you don't know, with them having to have a nice clothes, nice vehicle, look good, you don't know how many hours they have to work. You don't know how many years they had to put in going to school or how much they had to sacrifice to get where they are. And then for them to work at that relationship so that they can last and they not separate. You don't know the sacrifices they had to make and how many years they had to go and passing each other, seeing each other maybe once an hour out of a day. Or maybe not even seeing each other at all out of the day for years. And then maybe they have been closer to people on their job than they were to their spouse at home. So I'm just saying, and then maybe when we do finally see them out in the public, maybe they are just happy for real because they have missed each other. Maybe they haven't seen each other in weeks. And they may live in the same home. come home. He comes home every night. She comes home every day. But to keep everything flowing and going at home, maybe one works at night, maybe one works during the daytime, or maybe they work during this. They work almost the same hours. Maybe one may work a little bit longer, but you just never know how they are once they get home from work or from school or whatever they have to do. You just never know what their behavior is. Maybe they just go home, they watch television, get on the computer because they may still have more work to do after work. And they have to make sure the food is cooked, make sure the children are taken care of, and things like that. And they go to bed and get back up and do the same thing over and over again. And they really don't have much of a break. Maybe they don't have much time to spend with one another. So when they are out in the public, they try to make the best of that moment. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you should not be envious or jealous of people in their relationships, okay? Or maybe they fussing and fighting and bickering all of the time, can't stand to see each other, and then when they are out in the public, they put on the best feet forward. Maybe they are better when they're around people because they can mask it. They can make it seem like they're doing good when they're really not. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they're just putting on the front. We don't know. And that's why I'm saying don't envy someone's relationship. Don't be looking back at their relationship and wish you were just as happy as they are, because they may not be that happy. Maybe that woman can't even have any children. Maybe she, maybe she looks as good as she does and they haven't had any children. Maybe they have been trying for years and she can't. Maybe that man can't have any children. You see what I'm saying? You just never know, what's going on in their relationship while you're sitting back trying to envy them. Or when you, trade places with them, or wife swap, or husband swap, whatever the case is. And then when you get into their home, you realize, oh no, I would never live like this. You know what I'm saying? Like you just don't know. So all I'm saying is, queens, embrace the relationship that you're in. Love what you're in. Work at it. Make communication your top priority. You have to talk. You have to let him know what you're going through. And don't expect your man to know what you're going through and what you're thinking. You have to communicate with him. And sometimes you may have to say it more than once. Maybe you have to communicate with him 2 and 3 and 4 times out of the day, the same thing over and over again. Some men are just programmed like that. Say it until he gets it. And if he has more good qualities going for him than negative and bad qualities, stick with that man. Work with him. Because I am sure, queens, there is something about you that he don't like either. Maybe it's your attitude. Maybe it's your mood swings. Maybe it's you don't want to communicate. Maybe you shut down and you don't want to talk, and maybe you shut down the intimacy, or because he's upset you, now you don't want to do certain things for him. Or maybe because, well, you do me like this, I'm going to do you like that. Okay, wrong attitude first of all, But I'm just saying, we have to work at the relationship that we're in. And if the good outweigh the bad, you work on that relationship. Work on making it good, making it better. Being a team, being a partner, being a husband, being a wife. Y'all working together, making this thing happen. And one of the things I have figured out is when you're doing something that you love in life, you can find true happiness in yourself. When you're happy with yourself, you can be happy with other people. You see what I'm saying? Don't get with someone and hopes that they complete you and make you feel fulfilled and make you happy. That's not the reason a reason to get into a relationship. That's not even a good reason to get married or to meet someone. So I want them to fulfill me, make me feel, complete. But what happens if that person that makes you feel fulfilled or complete just walk out of your life? You should want to be whole all by yourself. So when he gets you, he gonna get a whole queen. Okay. He's not gonna get a queen that's gonna be half-stepping. He's not gonna get a queen that don't know she's coming or going. A queen who don't know what she want out of life. A queen who he don't know what her attitude is gonna be like, and she don't know either. And she don't know where she's going. She don't know what she want out of life. And let him know, when you get me, you got yourself something. Let that man know, that king know that I'm bringing something to the table. When you get me, you get someone who's educated, someone who's smart, someone who's driven, someone who has zeal, someone that has money in the bank account, someone that have good credit. I'm just saying, we have to know what we bring to the table, queens. We have to know. And when we know what we bring to the table, say, baby, I'm bringing you jewels and pearls and rubies and diamonds. That's who I am. So when you get me, I know what I'm bringing to the table. What are you bringing to the table? A lot of times we're looking for a man to be a certain status, but where are we? Whatever you are, however you are, that's the kind of man that you're going to attract. If you are a woman who wants something out of life, you are intelligent or you're driven and things like that, you want to be an entrepreneur, to be honest with you, however you are, that's the kind of man you're going to attract. If you're lazy, you really don't want to work, you really don't want to keep yourself up, you don't want to go out and challenge yourself and things like that, that's the kind of man you're going to attract. I'm just saying. And we have to get to a place where we are attracting the same kind of men, but they're different, like as far as face and body shape and things like that, but their attitude and behavior and things like that is the same. Then we might want to check ourselves, because why are we attracting these type of men? The same ones that will have a job, won't keep a job, and he wants to move in with you. He don't have a vehicle. Oh my goodness. You know, but he loves to play games, love to drink, love to curse, love to party, you know, and when you met him, he was that way, and you accepted him like that. It was okay because you were out there having fun. But in the back of your mind, you were saying, you know, I want more out of this. And I believe he has potential. Honey, don't marry more potential. Don't get in a relationship with potential. Get in a relationship with somebody who wants something out of life. Somebody who's working, at least working towards that potential. Because a lot of times it takes years for those men to get to that place where you actually can see their potential, or where you can actually see them actually operating and functioning in their potential. Sometimes it takes years. And are you ready to wait those years? And when you're not in a relationship where you're happy, that's what make you start looking at other people's relationships. That's what make you start envying other people, because your relationship jacked up, because you chose this joker and then you done married him, or you done been in this relationship so many years you don't want to just let it go, or you don't think you can find anyone who's better or can treat you better. The devil is a liar. You can actually find a man who's better, or he can come into your life. I know they say a woman don't look for a man, but when a man findeth a wife, he findeth a good thing. So, but I'm just saying, women, queens, don't envy someone's relationship. Work on you. Work on your relationship. Don't get it. If you're not in a relationship, don't look for a man to fulfill you and to make you whole and complete. You come to the table bringing who you are to the table, so he will know what kind of woman he has. And if a man is not meeting up, he's not meeting your standards, then you have to let him go. And don't lower your standards, okay? I'm just saying. Because if you lower your standards, you upset yourself. You make yourself mad. Because you chose this joker. And he's not trying. He's not trying to work, not trying to find a job, not trying to do better in life. He's just not trying to improve. So I'm just telling you, queens, don't envy somebody's relationship. And you know, and I'm okay, and I'm gonna say this too. Even though those people in those relationships seem to be doing good, that doesn't mean they're doing good as a partner in a home, paying those bills together, going half and half on the bills. I'm here to tell you that some queens are with men that are married to them, and she's footing majority of the bills, and he's taking his portion and saving it, drinking it up, or whatever he wants to do, partying it up, and she's paying majority of the bills to make him comfortable at home. And then she's the one who's out stressing. She's working 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 jobs, and he's home taking care of the children. So it's almost like their position, their role has swapped. That he's more like the woman, and she's more like the man. She's the provider. She's the go-getter. Things like that. And we sit back and we're envying these people in their relationships. I'm just saying, you don't know what that woman have to go through. And then we sit back and we probably wish we had her man. Well, he may look good, act good, talk good and all that stuff, but we don't know how good he really is. That's what I'm saying. You can't envy somebody's relationship because you don't really know how deep that thing goes. You know, and you look at that woman, and you know, sometimes women are happy, actually happy, you know, but you don't know what they have to put up with. And if you really fully knew exactly everything you have to put up with, you'd be like, oh, I'll never put up with that. Never in my lifetime ever. But she's equipped for him. She's equipped to take that and tolerate it, put up with it. She's equipped. God has equipped her to be with such a man. And then God is going to equip you to be with such a man. You know, and is going to equip him to be with someone like yourself. You know? And just be happy. Embrace your relationship that you're in. Love the relationship that you're in. Work that thing, queens. And make it a good and happy one. Okay? I'll talk to you later. Take care. God bless you. Mwah, queens. Take care.